people are stupid. Americans love to be in fear, so we'll see. We'll see. Welcome back to the show. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to the first topic. The CDC is warning travelers going to China of the chikungunya virus outbreak. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Breaking tonight, a viral outbreak in China prompts the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, to issue a travel warning. More than 7,000 cases of this disease have been reported so far. State Department correspondent Jillian Turner has details tonight, live from the State Department. Good evening, Jillian.
Good evening, Brett. The CDC, as you mentioned, is warning Americans traveling to China about chikungunya. It is a virus that spreads to humans through infected mosquito bites. It can cause severe illness with symptoms that mimic pretty closely dengue fever and Zika virus, mostly found in Africa. Here's what the CDC says about it. They say most people infected get better within a week. However, some can have severe joint pain for months to years. Other symptoms include severe fever and fatigue. The outbreak now is in the Chinese province Guangdong. It's near Hong Kong, with more than 7,000 cases reported so far, prompting some pretty dramatic measures to contain the spread, like mandatory insect repellent blasts for people entering the area, mandatory property checks for stagnant water, which attracts mosquitoes, and when found is now punishable by fines or even arrest.
Yeah, there's no way they're fooling everybody again with another fake-demic virus. It does make you think, though, would America be fooled again into some sort of lockdown situation? I mean, I don't think so. I like to think that people have learned their lesson, and we know that we're never going to do that ever again, and we're, not even going to think of going into that direction. But there's a lot of idiots here in America, and there are a lot of people that were just completely scared and almost made it their identity to be some sort of COVID victim, like whether it was like, oh my God, just these quarantines or blah, 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 whatever it may have been, like, oh man, you got to wear your mask. This is the best mask to wear, like people made it their identity. Some people, it's like they became COVID influencers, you know what I'm saying? It just like, I like to think that America would never be fooled again, but I really don't know, right? I really don't know. And, I don't think this chikungunya virus would ever take traction and it would never get traction in the United States because it doesn't have a catchy name. You know what I'm saying? Americans need to be fooled by a catchy name, Corona or COVID. That's something that people could easily say and easily be afraid of. This chikungunya, no, that name ain't catching traction in America. But you never know. People are stupid. Americans love to be in fear, so we'll see. We'll see. Don't fall for it, folks. But all right, let's get to the next topic. So J.D. Vance shut down reports of a White House officials meeting to discuss the whole Epstein situation. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation.
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw it reported today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats.
Yeah, this whole Epstein situation has gotten completely out of control. Anybody who tells you they know what's going on is just lying straight to your face. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't even know if they know what's going on in the Trump administration, honestly, with just how insane this is. I was claiming this is the biggest L in the Trump administration this time around. And I mean, I still think it is, but who even knows anymore, right? Trump's claiming it's a hoax. Nobody knows. I don't know. I mean, I like to think Trump's cooking up something behind the scenes. I mean, well, that's what people are hoping for. There's just so much happening right now with the Obama, Hillary, all that stuff. But it's like, hopefully the Epstein situation is intertwined with all of that stuff and it's just all going to come out. I like to think that's what's going to happen, but I have no clue. I'm not going to tell you I have a clue, and anybody telling you they got a clue is just a complete moron. So don't be swayed by anything anybody's telling you, because nobody knows. It's such a convoluted situation now where, like, it's almost like it's by design. You know, I don't think Trump's trying to cover up anything. That Ghislaine Maxwell woman, basically, it's rumored that she said that Trump had nothing to do with anything nefarious or anything like that. So I don't know why Trump is being so weird about it and just kind of trying to deflect it. But I like to think the guy's cooking something behind the scenes, and it's all intertwined, and sooner or later it's all going to come out. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. So is the Trump-Elon Musk relationship on the mend? Trump was asked about Elon, and he gave him some pretty good words. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Yeah, please.
A new Gallup poll says that Elon Musk is the most unpopular public figure in the country right now. I'm wondering, do you miss having him around the White House, or is that poll accurate?
I don't know if the poll's accurate. I think he's a good person. I think he had a bad moment, really bad moment. But he's a good person. I believe that.
Everybody loved the days of the Trump-Elon bromance. I mean, America was just killing it. It was a whirlwind of greatness and winning. You know, Trump had just become the president, and Doge was going to town doing their thing. And every day it seemed like, my God, I just can't wait to see what they announce yet. But, you know, I mean, Trump says Elon's a good guy, and he just had a bad moment. And I kind of think that's what really happened, too. You know, Elon kind of flew off the handle. Who knows? I don't know if he was on drugs or what. I mean, I don't think he was, but maybe. I wouldn't put it past the guy, but yeah, it's just like, hopefully they can get some sort of a semblance of what the relationship was before the fallout. You know, I mean, let me know if you think they could ever mend it and it'll ever get to the point where they're, you know, pretty cool again, hanging out, doing things, you know, working together. I mean, it seems like Trump's okay with it. I don't know what Elon's deal is. You know, Elon could be a pretty bitter guy and hold grudges. So could Trump, though. So it will be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Hopefully they can get the relationship back together, and hopefully they can help make America great again. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. So Apple CEO Tim Cook gifted Trump a one-of-one Corning glass slab on a 24-karat gold base. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Yes, please.
This box was made in the U.S., California, and this glass comes off the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
That's good. He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat gold. And it sits, I'll take the liberty of setting it up.
Wow.
Well, let's see. There we go. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
President.
It's
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
Great people of Kentucky.
Chase, how much do you think that Apple item's worth? That's got to be the most highly valued Apple item in the world. I mean, let me know what you think. A one-of-one gift to the president, 24-karat gold base like that. Every Apple collector wants to have that item. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Apple's the only company in my life that's completely grandfathered in, right? Like, they could basically do nothing that would cause me to turn my back on the company or not buy their products, right? They could basically make a product that turns your kid trans with the touch of a button, and I'd pretty much be like, yeah, all right, when's the next Apple iPhone coming out, you know? Do you have any companies in your life that are completely grandfathered in and just whatever they do, how woke they go, you're never going away from that company? Because Apple's that company for me. And honestly, I don't even think Apple could go that woke, because they're one of the few companies in the world where they make a product where everybody in the world wants to buy it. So, you know, whether you're, you know, Asian, black, white, Hispanic, trans, gay, whatever, everybody in the world wants to buy it, so they can basically advertise to any group in the world, and it basically is, all right, I get it, yeah, they're gonna buy your product too, right? And we all know this, you know, Tim Cook's just trying to get in the good graces of Trump and giving him a personal gift. He knows Trump loves gold. I mean, How many Apple items have just a big slab of 24 karat gold? Basically none, right? That's why it's the highest valued item. It's just a one of one. You gotta love how they did it, and it's great. What a great situation. Apple, Trump working together just to make America great again. Apple's coming back to America. That's what this is for. Their Corning glass is all gonna be made in America, which is gonna be great. So yeah, it's good to see. I love to see my favorite company, my favorite president working together. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you